Hello there everyone, this is a new video guide, and this one is going to be a very quick one on the frequently asked questions. Is how do I attach the blade on a lightsaber, and also another one, so it's going to be two questions in one video. How hard can I duel with the blades? So the first question, a very easy one. You'll have, depending on your lightsaber, you will see that every lightsaber at the emitter has 1, 2, sometimes 4 holes in which you can put these small screws that you have, in the box. So basically, make sure that it's loosened. And so your blade, very simply, so this is a standard dueling blade. When you put it in, make sure it goes all the way in, that there is no resistance, it's in. And then this one is simple. It's only got one hole. And I'm going to tell you why this is one of the best ways to attach a blade, is because basically you're just going to push. You don't screw it in the blade. You don't pierce the blade. Just push it in. So, you feel a resistance, but you don't necessarily hear a crack in the plastic. And now it's tightened because it's pushed against the emitter. So it's not going anywhere. Not at all. It's never going anywhere. So this is on this lightsaber. Then you have other sabers where it's a little bit trickier because, well, so the thin neck sabers, so this is Obi-Wan. The thin neck saber, they have very, very short emitters, so the blade doesn't sit very deep. So let me show you on this one. On this one, you're going to have, so these are not necessarily the best sabers for dueling because, well, the blade doesn't hold as well as on sabers like this or even this one. So you're going to have to, so this one, I have one screw that's a little too tight. Yeah, this one. So here, same thing, but I do not recommend that you tighten the 4 screws, because if you do so, basically what you're doing is that you're putting the blade in the middle, but not, flush against the emitter. So it's going to, navigate a little bit if you see the movement here, and it's not good. So what you want to do is just use one screw, just use one, and tighten, do not pierce, and then it's solid. It won't move. Of course, this one are less prone to dueling and fighting hard because, well, the blade, is not held with as much grip as most sabers. But that's the con of a thin neck. Now, the dueling capabilities, well, it's pretty simple. If it's a standard saber with RGBX, it's got one of those blades. So here, simply, it's just an empty polycarbonate blade. It's got nothing in it. It's just reflective material. It's very solid. And I have a short clip that we shot at the store. Just see for yourself. I really went really hard. And you could do that, honestly, for minutes and minutes and minutes. I mean, it's not going to break.
Franchement. Là, il est... Le pétron. Pardon.
A Neopixel blade. A Neopixel blade, well, so here's the connector, and inside it's full of LEDs. This is not for dueling. You can duel lightly, meaning you can, just fight for fun, just go. It's not going to break. But what I just showed you, you know, in the clip. Don't do that with a Neopixel. You're just going to break the circuit of the LEDs. So yeah, you can duel lightly. It's mostly for a show, for, you know, training at, you know, getting your moves on, for cosplaying. It's really not I can't warranty it for dueling. So yeah, if you're serious about dueling, use those. Very light, very easy to manipulate, and almost unbreakable. So this is the simplest guide that I can make to tell you how to put your blade on a saber and how hard you can duel. You've seen it. Every lightsaber is different, but basically the same rule applies. Even if you have multiple holes, to, like, here you have two, one here and one here, well, don't necessarily use the two of them. Just use one and push it against the emitter. If you feel that it's not tightened, you know, enough, well, then just use the two, just for a little more grip. Do not pierce through. Do not, you know, puncture, make big real holes and cracks on the blade. It's not meant for that. Just simply tighten. And there you go. So this was a short video guide. There are plenty others coming up on the channel. So I'll see you in next video. May the force be with you guys.